Hey there, it's Derek here from Pacific Coast Auto in Japan. We're looking at a 2007 Honda Fit. This one here with just 60,000 original kilometers. It's the 1.3 liter engine version, so a smaller engine. This thing, we looked up the fuel economy, and I can't remember the numbers, but it is insane how good the fuel economy is on this. Part of it's due to the 1.3 liter economical engine. Part of it's also due to the CVT, so it's transmission that is known for better fuel economy. Okay, and this one was bought from auction for export over to Canada. The person who bought this bought 2 Fits in the same week. And so congratulations on you if you're hearing this. 2 Fits is better than 0 by a factor of infinite. The Honda Fits have become popular recently. It's interesting to see it happen. When the Fit came out, everyone was like, oh, give me some Civic. And now that the Fit's a little bit older, everyone's like, I want some Fit. Now this one here, first generation. Boy, oh boy, are these good cars. Oh, and I got to show you something. The Honda Fit, this is my friend. You want to see why? Take a look. The Fit gets its name as a submodel. I know we're going outside of what we normally do. A submodel of the City. There's a City Fit. The economy version was called the City Fit. And now the City they don't make anymore. And then that turned into the Fit. Very cool, right? City and one more city. I know it's messy back here, so bear with me. And so the Fit has a special place in my heart because I love the cities. And the Fit is like the modern version of the City, which at that time was their smallest car that wasn't a K car. And this is their smallest car that isn't a K car. And these are great. Oh my gosh, they're so good. Like if you haven't had a chance to drive one of these, you really should. The amount of volume inside for the footprint outside, the amount of fuel economy, how fun it is to drive. A small little chuckable car. Of course, it's not going to be fast, but it is going to be fun. And I think it will look good too. Put something like this on a set of wheels. It's great. Now this one in particular is kind of a mixed bag. It's very, very low mileage. 60,000 kilometers is incredibly low mileage for an economy car like this. But the body is really rough. We knew that going into it. See the auction sheet here? And of course, this one was bought from somebody in Canada on our request. They choose what to bid on, and they were like, yep, I want one that is in rough body condition, but low mileage. And I believe I heard it's for somebody's first car. So I think it's an ideal first car. Economical, drive around where you want. Don't have to worry too much about crashing it if the body's pretty weak. Maybe learn how to do a little bit of body work. That's how a lot of car guys got into cars, is just getting a car and then modifying it or fixing it or doing, learning as you go. That's how I did. So I'm going to close the hood here. I don't know too much about this. The engine power is in the front of the video, or the start of the video, and it'll tell you that, and the weight of the car. I suspect they're probably somewhere around 1 ton, like 1,000 kilograms, maybe a little bit more than that. And then engine probably puts out like 60-something horsepower, 70-something horsepower or so. Okay, close the hood. Quick look at the car. Looks-wise, the first generation, this one, is my favorite. I think that it's fantastic. Grant, who works with us, has the next generation after this, and he's been tinkering with it and modifying it. It's actually a lot cooler than when he first got it. And there is a video of his car on the channel if you're interested. Just look up Grant's Fit. So 2007 Fit. This is the AHDD Navi Comfort Edition package. 1.3 liter engine. Actually, 4 interior C, exterior C. That seems about right, but the interior is actually a little bit cleaner than that. It's not perfect, but it's probably cleaner than a C, I would think. 60,031 kilometers, and then no sales points, no notes. The auction report says windshield rock chip, which rock chips I never really point out because they're not ever visible. Rock chip's going to be like that big and not through the windshield, so it's nothing I really worry too much about personally. Interior scratched, wear, dirty, and rip. There's a rip in the carpet, the floor carpet. A little bit weird for a car with 60,000 kilometers, but on the other hand, maybe somebody just had a very abrasive shoe. I'll show you when we get into the interior. End panel is dented, and the rear hatch lock doesn't work. Now, the end panel and the rear hatch lock, I didn't check the rear hatch lock because I didn't want to accidentally lock the keys or anything, but the hatch opens and closes properly, but it may have gotten damaged at the same time. Like the latch may have taken some damage. If you take a look here, that's been dented in and there are flex cracks. And then the end panel that's dented is the metal that's underneath the rear bumper. You can only see it by looking up from underneath. So there might be an issue with this mechanism here. You might have to replace that. But it does open and close properly. It looks like it lines up. Let me just check this. Yeah, lines up fine. And it's not noticeably damaged. I will get into more details about the body, though. It is fairly weak. Maybe you can learn how to wrap a car with this. And then it says wheels scratched. And they're the original wheels. And if this is your first car, you're going to want to change those as soon as you can, because that's what you do with your first car. Then A3, A3U2, A2U2, A2, A3U2, A3, A3, A3U2, and A3. So almost every panel has some pretty serious damage. A3 is the biggest scratch you can get. A2 is a medium dent. The dents are really not too bad, but the scratches really are. And there's one section on the back right that's pretty bad indeed. So let's do a once around. I think the white is a great color for this. White's become one of my favorite colors for cars. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's just me getting older. But I think the nice clean look of a white car, plus the fact that the interior is going to be cooler in the summer, and here in Japan the summers are just impressively hot, especially recently. Like so hot that there's an advisory not to let your kids play outside or else they'll die from heat stroke. And recently indoor playgrounds have become popular here. Like big ones, you pay money and you go in and the kids can play there instead of outside. Okay, we're just about all the way around. This one has I guess an aftermarket aero kit from the company Modulo, which is an in-house like dealer option parts. There's a logo here on the side step. Modulo Honda Custom Performance. And they started sometime in the late 90s, like 98 or something. And I really like this front bumper. I think it's a good looking front bumper lip. Okay, so looking at some details. Hood is good, front bumper is good, front bumper lip has taken some big damage. And I'm going to gloss over some of this a little bit because I've already got another video that comes along with this report that goes into details of the damages. So here, two sections here that have been touched up, and the bumper actually has taken some damage. And paint drips, showing that whoever touched up wasn't doing a very good job. Headlights are a bit cloudy. New car, you can learn how to polish headlights. Then you can do it for your friends. Or you can tell your friends that you know how to do it and you can teach them. This here is just some sticky road tar that's on there. It'll be washed off. There's one on the lens, one splat of it on the lens as well. Okay. Comes with visors. I don't know why they call these visors in Japan. They're not really visors. They're more like window covers you can smoke inside the car. Coming down this side, your door here is actually looking fairly good, save for a few scratches around the door handle there. And then there are two dents. There's one right on this body line. Somewhere there, like right in there. And then another one down here. Okay, the big damage is on the side skirt. It has here some big scrape. And then a few scratches down there. Back bumper. Fairly weak, just like the front bumper. There. Scratches here. Down here. Down here. That one I already showed you here. Little chip on the hatch. Fairly nice looking spoiler. And I think that this is part of that Modulo Aero kit as well. Then coming down here, more scrape, more scrape. More there. Some scratches. And a stock exhaust. Stock? Yeah. Big scratches. And big scratches. This is the worst of it. So here they said like A3U2, A3U3, right? So pretty big, I guess a medium dent there. This door has a lot of scratches, like here, here and it's rusted. And so that's all solid. It's all surface rust. And so just that needs to be sanded down, treated with like a rust prevention paint, like a 415 or something, and then painted over with primer and then repainted. So it's going to need some work. The rest up here, not too bad. Roof, not too bad. The paint condition, fairly glossy. I like that. Let's go into the trunk now. So we'll start the interior check. Love the amount of space that you get in these fits. You can fold those seats down to make a flat floor for you to load even bigger stuff. You know, this is a subcompact car. You get quite a bit more interior space than you get in the Vitz or in the March or in the Note. Well, Note's a little bit bigger. What other cars? What's the Mitsubishi one? Mirage? Mirage is such a gross car. And the Swift. So, best interior space, in my opinion. I like this, the silver in the door card. It's pretty nice looking. And fairly 2000s looking with the door card and the fabric. More room in this than a Forester. I just shot that Forester over there. More room in here than a Forester. Which is pretty remarkable. I didn't realize the Foresters had such a little room. So definitely usable by adults. We don't have a center pillow, but we do have 3 seats across here. 1, 2, 3. Single cup holder there. And this is ripped. This section of the seat has a seam that's ripped there. First car, learn how to sew. Perfect. What's this? Oh, that is so crazy. You have a little handle up here that you can move the seat forward and backward. From the back. I never noticed that before. I'm probably a female driver because this is in the down position. Usually, I'm not trying to be mean, but usually the female drivers are shorter than the male drivers. So, getting in and out of this is a dream. The door is so big, and the seat is in the perfect position. So, once you get old, then maybe this can be your car from your first car until your last car, because it is Honda reliable. You got to fix that rust on the back before it gets bad, though, if you want to do that. I wonder how many people have actually done that. It's got to be a very small percentage of people, right? One car. Unless you had a terrible accident and, you only lived to your early 20s. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Seats in good condition. Just a little bit of wrinkle in here. I don't have too much experience with these seats, so I don't know how well they fare over time. And then the rip in the carpet, right over here, next to the dead pedal. So maybe this person had like Twitch-style ADHD and rubbed their foot against there when driving. It's very... You see that on some cars, but usually only on cars that have manual transmissions as somebody's moving from the clutch to the dead pedal, to the clutch, to the dead pedal, to the clutch, to the dead pedal. I don't even know why you would move your foot in that area. Steering wheel's in good condition. Dashboard has a little bit of glue marks on it, like a little bit here. A little bit, let me just climb in. A little bit up here. Needs to be washed. See if you can see a better view of that. Okay. And then a few hooks that have been attached on here. Glove box is nice and big and has 2 different sections. Okay. This has a CVT transmission. It feels a little bit awkward if you're not used to a CVT. It gets you better fuel economy though. Parking pole, but it didn't seem to work when I pressed it. Cigarette lighter adapter up there, and then 2 spots for cup holders. Little tray to put something, but that's also where this goes, so you can like stick a wallet in there. Another section for that, and another cup holder that has to be shared with the people in the back. Very much like Honda's, it has a tray down here. A lot of them have that. And another one down there with a video input. What kind of input is that? It looks like oh no. That's not the input. Let's just pull that out. Yeah, some sort of a serial cable can go in there. But the video input, it will be your standard red component video. AV. So you can hook up some sort of a device there if you really wanted to. Okay, clean headliner, no smell of cigarettes inside here. Generally pretty nice to be in there. Just has that rip down there. Otherwise it would have been a B grade, I'm sure of it. Okay, so I think we've spoken enough about this car. I hope you enjoyed the video. Walk around. Hope more people are buying the Fits. We've been selling these like hotcakes recently. Alright, so that's all for this one. As usual, if you have any questions, please let us know. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching, and have a nice day.